Kapeash. Good night, Kapeash. Good night, Kapeash. Good night, Kapeash.
Good night, Kapeash.
Good night, little feet. I mean, Kapeash.
What?
Man, I should see how many words I can rhyme with my name in the beginning of the show. Probably gonna last like 3 episodes.
You say little feet rhymes with Kapeash?
No, but it was close enough to sneakily get away with it. It was just, come on, bro. It was, you know what? I swear, when I just think of something real fast, it's not for nobody to.
Look, I was just asking if you genuinely thought that. I didn't say it was wrong or anything.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first said it, yes.
It sounded a lot better, didn't it?
But when you corrected me, it was just like, oh, okay, that's how that sounds. Damn, I was close with no cigar.
He said, "I thought I was on there." He said, "I thought I got one."
He was trying to do something.
He was trying to do something.
I was trying to wig it,
I might not be able to stay for the whole thing because I was late as shit getting out of work, and we have baby doctor's appointment in the morning. So
Okay.
Understandable.
We are so close, guys. We got like maybe a week or so left.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can't wait for little baby cuddles. I'm so excited.
Exciting. Let me see.
Did you figure out how much?
No, it won't let me do it. I tried though.
I'll ask my wife how she.
Yeah,
showed me to do
let
it.
me know because it said they was gonna have somebody contact me back, and they ain't contacted nothing. So
It's supposed to be an AI thing. It's supposed to just immediately tell you. So that's weird.
just I'm multitasking, y'all. Don't mind me.
I'm trying to really think like which game have I really spent some money on?
We didn't do this.
My global city, I spent some money on. What else? It was another game. It was another game that I was highly invested in. I played it till it just all it takes is all it takes for me is that one time that my phone is off for a long period of time for me to give up on the game. All the games I have never gave up on, technically.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Mobile and Monopoly. I think Monopoly is longer than Call of Duty.
But not Monopoly Go because he refuses to play it.
Really? Why?
I've tried, and
because it's not Monopoly. I need a winner. I something that keeps going on and on and on to the break of dawn.
Have you ever played an actual game of Monopoly?
Yes, I have. I paid the $5.99 for it to be on my phone.
I have that too.
No. I'm not talking electronic. I'm talking an actual game of Monopoly, not the sped up version. Not all like an actual game.
Sir.
Oh, don't get him
started. Sir. I'm under the influence. I'm under the influence, and nobody can tell me nothing that I am the best Monopoly player of all time.
And I'm gonna let him do that because I'm not gonna play that game with him. I will get mad.
I'll play it with you. They got it on Steam.
Oh, I'm so down. I'm so down.
Me and my buddies used to have $100 tournaments. We get 6 of us together and we just play Monopoly.
Only thing I noticed on live is playing is just like when you play against strangers. I expect strangers to play strategy. I get it, but you know what I'm saying? And I expect strangers to block. When you don't block, you just, let's hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a Monopoly. I'm gonna give you a whole Monopoly.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a whole Monopoly, and I ain't even started one. I was like, okay, because this one dude did it to me one time. He came in as 2 different players. And I can tell because as soon as that one player bought up something, he transferred everything to the other player so fast. And I was like, nah, bro, that was you with two different people.
Yeah, you can tell that shit for sure. Or it's somebody who's like a friend of them or a sibling or something. Yo, Alpha Ruben.
Yo. I'm kind of glad that I can stand up on my show now. Hey, you remember Rodney? He went by Max and all that stuff.
No, I do not.
Mad Max as another name he wanted to go by.
No, I remember Charles and Haley and all them. Hold on 1 second.
Well,
The little one's coming down the stairs.
Oh, the wifey guys, the wife.
I just basically had a friend who keeps calling me randomly. He'll be like, bro, I want you to stand up and do a show like we used to. I was like, no, that takes a lot of energy. And I'm already all over the place with looking like right now. I'm talking to you guys and I'm doing research. I'm like, no, me standing up. You know what? To be honest with you, me standing up will probably tune a lot of other things out for me. It probably would help. I hate to say that. I didn't want to say that. Didn't want to not admit that. But thinking about all the things that I pay attention to, sitting down and stuff, and want to tune out a lot of other things, that probably would help. Dang, the game just ended an hour ago. Sorry. So that might help. But do I want to stand up and redo shows? No. Maybe certain shows. You know what shows I probably stand up and do? Court cases. Because yet again, those are more detailed, those are high into it. And to listen to more listen, I probably would want to stand up on those. Something like that.
No, because what if you need the gavel? You're gonna be sitting down, you're gonna walk over here and hit it.
I'm gonna come over here and hit it.
I have a couple cases that I think that couple cases that are going back to trial. So I think that will be the next thing, maybe. I don't know. It's really up to him. Because those are the shows I'm usually not here for.
They need cameras in courts, just period.
I agree.
And then I don't know this thing about what's weak for what people shouldn't be able to see because they not gonna be able to stomach it. Stuff like that is starting a little bit irk me because yet again, until it's always an outroar to see something, but then I never see this outroar to not see it and stuff like that. So day 7.
That one is messed up.
Which one?
This
Please.
one. She wrote a book.
My bad. One of the downfalls of having that many kids.
You're good. She wrote a book for her kids. A grief book to find out she murdered her husband.
This one right here.
The grief author.
The grief author.
Grief author. This one.
So we doing? No invitation?
It's an open invitation. Thought you knew that.
I don't even want to be a smart ass. I want to, but
He asked the question. I gave him the answer.
I'm just like you know, but you
I
know.
wasn't listening.
Well, you asked.
No, I wasn't paying attention to the. I got the notification.
And then okay, so back to the Arthur lady. Go ahead.
How'd she do it?
You talking?
Okay, so she wrote a book for her grieving children. Come to find out, she murdered her husband. She unalived her husband. So she wrote this book so her kids could grieve, and then come to find out, she was the one who offed her husband.
It's always the ones that are. Go ahead.
I remember this case vividly. So they were celebrating. Allegedly, she put fentanyl in his drink.
Yeah.
They were celebrating him because I guess he was wealthy, he had a good business, but they had just got this big house, like super big house. Like I think they said 10 acres.
Okay, you know Murdoch?
Yeah, I saw that.
Going back to trial.
I saw
and
that.
then there's
hold on, y'all. Let's stay on
this topic.
I'm sorry. I gotta learn to keep us on.
And she put fentanyl in his drink, and how she got caught was the dealers, everybody turned on her. But she did write a book after the fact, and then she got that's terrible.
So this book,
it's a real book. Here, go to Google real quick. Or maybe YouTube. Because I've seen it on the book she wrote. I can't.
I know that. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties with some of my stuff. You know, I've been using it literally all day. Ooh, I think I like this scene right here. Look at that.
She's in green. I ain't never seen that before, ever in my life.
For me, y'all, it's how big them chains is. Them things is huge. But yet again, all it takes for you to act out one time, we're gonna put you in it. We're gonna put you in it. Guilty of killing husband. Give y'all a little sample of what we're gonna be getting into when it comes to truck.
The book is called Are You With Me?
That's crazy work. To kill your husband and write a book about grief.
For your children.
That's crazy in itself.
Yep.
That's it?
Yep.
I like how they so quiet. Come on, dog.
All she has left. Everything else she has ever held.
Lord Jesus.
I was wondering what was going on. I was saying, you know, we can't play them for all the
Dear in her life has been stripped from her. It is her hope that in openly and honestly sharing her love and hopes and dreams for her boys with you, that you will see what it is inside of her that is worth saving, that is worthy of mercy, and that is filled with hope, humanity, and love. So with the court's indulgence, we'd like to read aloud some letters that have been provided to us. As I discussed, some have asked us to read it and only share the names with you in the prosecution. Some are here to read them themselves. And we are grateful to the court's indulgence to listen. And we're going to start with a letter from Corey's mother, and Ms. Lewis is going to read that letter. And I have a copy of it that I'm going to provide so the court can read along if you like. And I also have copies for the prosecution as we go.
Boy, that putting that emotions up. And
I love this part of the trial.
Judge, I know you thought 20 years, but here's this letter that
Right.
20, 30 years.
I love this part of the trial though.
Jeez.
And we will add this to the information as part of the record.
Thank you.
So is this on her
Not
behalf
public.
Understood.
Yes.
No, this is the people that are writing testimony. I'm assuming.
Good morning, Your Honor. Corey's mother, Lisa Dark, is here in the courtroom. She's actually, I feel, given me the privilege to read her words. She was concerned about her ability to read them herself. Your Honor, Corey is my daughter. I write to you today carrying grief that words struggle to hold. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge the loss of Eric. He was my son-in-law, my friend, and a truly wonderful father. Eric had a kind heart and a generous spirit. He was deeply loved, and he will never be forgotten by me or by the many people whose lives he touched. Eric once saved my life, and I have carried that gratitude with me every day since. His legacy lives on most clearly through the 3 beautiful boys he left behind. Your Honor, I speak today as a mother and as a grandmother. The children are my greatest concerns. These 3 boys have endured unimaginable loss and upheaval in their young lives. They lost their father, then their mother, then the sense of safety and continuity every child deserves. Their world has changed again and again through no choice of their own. Whatever sentence is imposed will shape their lives forever. Whatever sentence is imposed, that was their choice. I will continue to watch the boys grow, whether it's school events, or sporting activities, and throughout their lives. I will keep them in my prayers, hoping they grow into emotionally stable and resilient young men. Corey is more than the worst day of her life. She is a mother who has devoted herself to her children since the day they were born. Before all of this, she was deeply involved in their schooling, their sports, their faith, and their community. She coached teams, volunteered weekly at school, led youth programs, and taught her boys compassion through service, from food banks to flood relief to helping firefighters and families in need. Her life centered on her family and on helping others. In many ways, everyone impacted by this case has suffered loss. However, the greatest burden has fallen on 3 innocent children. These boys have experienced repeated disruption and trauma at an age when stability is essential. Before these events, they lived in a loving home with 2 devoted parents. They were surrounded by family, supported emotionally and financially, and deeply connected to both.
Am I tripping? Hold on, let me give you a close up. I want y'all to see my facial expressions on this. Am I tripping? But is she reading along? She reading along? No, I don't want you to read along. I want you to feel. Nah, I understand reading along and listening to it is going to definitely be more impactful.
This the end of it, right?
This just the end of
She
the
been
trial.
sentenced already?
No, this is her sentencing.
Oh, this our mother begging for sympathy?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
No, I think this is just, I don't know, this is
For the
5
kids,
hours.
Really, it's not about, no, she's guilty of.
So this is after the,
sentencing.
yeah, this is after that.
So this is basically her mother giving her the.
This is before the sentencing. Right here. This
But
is
she's already-
getting,
It's her, what they call an impact statement.
Okay, victim impact statement.
That's
Right.
what it is.
okay.
That's crazy.
I was gonna say closing statements.
Y'all listen. Closing statements already happened. This is sentencing. This is impact statements. Don't mind me. I just am really. This is.
Hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? This to make, like I said, I could tell how she started off. This was definitely, hey, I heard 20, 30 years, but I want you to read, y'all know. It's out on 40 and 50 because, she extra.
Y'all remind me to never get in trouble.
What?
For real.
He ain't gonna come get me.
Look,
Man, remind me that if I gotta go to court and they guilty, I write letters to make sure they get extra more time. That's
his
what they just
prerogative.
taught me. Sure, you slap me, I'll write it down.
It was an open hand slap.
Oh my God, the impactful wide hand with the wind sounding. I heard the yeah. A judge hearing that, like, damn, that person heard the
No, that's what a judge want though.
Yeah.
The judge want the
You
truth.
see what I'm saying? I'm putting deep.
Reminds me to never get in trouble because he won't come get me. I stand by what I said.
Hold on, what you mean?
So what she's saying is remind her not to get caught and to get rid of all the evidence.
Okay, hold on. Check this out. No, I ain't saying no to you. I'm not saying no to you, Doc. But let me go a little deeper into this because we was watching Daredevil season 1 from Netflix version, right? And the victim went back to go get some evidence, right? And the superhero knew about it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come save you, right? Mm-hmm. But in the process of saving, I fell out. He fell out the window, and I looked over at her. Y'all know me. People, y'all don't know me. I looked at her and like, you know what? Check this out.
I would never.
Hold on. Let me finish. Look, I got y'all. Let me do this right. I got y'all. I was like, yo, if I fall out the window for the 3rd time, I might have to reevaluate coming to save you.
That's not what happened.
That's what I said.
No, I asked you if you would jump out the window or if you would fall out the window for me, and you said twice.
Technically, yeah. At the 3rd time,
I have to reevaluate.
Yeah. Bro, I come to save you. Bing, bing, bing. I get into the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm a superhero. Okay, I take you down. Boom, you go to jail. Boom.
I agree with you.
All right.
Because the first time is an accident. If I fall out the window the second time, I have to look at you kind of crazy now. Like, man, who am I saving for real?
Right. I'm hurt.
Who am I saving?
I got up. Ugh. And yet again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking this from a Daredevil's point of view. And I had to iterate for the audience, for people that don't know nothing about comic books. Daredevil don't really have super powers.
Yes, he does. I don't like that.
He has enhanced
hearing,
which
is a power.
Okay, sure.
But he don't have like super strength.
He don't have.
That's not a superpower. That's an enhanced ability.
That's because he doesn't have his sight, so therefore it makes it a what?
Okay, he don't got healing.
It just makes
powers.
the enhanced ability. We all have the ability to hear, but he has an enhanced ability to hear because he focused on it after his eyes got burned with chemicals.
I'm just listen.
He told me he'd have to reevaluate after the 2nd time.
Yeah, because the first time I chop it up, accident. The 2nd time, what's going on, man?
First time, maybe the dude got me. I shouldn't have been fighting too close to the window. 2nd time, I'm gonna make sure I'm not that close to windows, and if I go out, hey,
then that's on you, not on me. You better come back.
The 3rd time,
every time.
Hey, look, the 3rd time I go in here, I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna throw out the rulers and do the math. Y'all, anybody seen that movie 21? or Rayman, either one of those movies. You understand? I'm a mathematically understand the arithmetic of the room. Okay,
so everything gonna slow down for you.
Yeah, stop playing. I'm not. I can't keep. And in this case, let me get back to my court case. A little error, real quick, in case people got bam.
By the way, everybody, he said to stay on topic, gets completely off topic.
Hey, that's why I brought it back. And in this case right here, what I just learned. Hold on, we got some real ones. What's this? Okay.
All right.
Are we supposed to look this up?
It does. See, I'm blind. I can't see it. That say Donald Trump?
Yeah, we have the
second.
We have a Second Amendment obligation to remove Donald Trump from our nation.
Sic semper tyrannis.
Okay. Where do I sign up at?
Whoa.
KP's gonna be number 1 on the fucking list. Let's go.
On God, hurry and get myself on out the way. Don't ask me
To
what's on
remove
the.
him?
So I have a
To
question. When y'all
remove.
be spelling this man's name, why y'all can never spell it correctly?
It's not spelled correct.
No, it's Donald J. Trump.
Oh, there
You
you
don't
go.
like that, damn it.
Well, me put some respect on his name.
Right. Like, come on.
Why
y'all
would I
even spell
respect
his name
somebody?
right.
Look, why would I respect somebody that doesn't respect common modesty or respect?
Man, let's stay on topic, man. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because I feel like if we start talking about Trump, it's going to be 5 against 1.
Hey, look, if you count me as 5,
whoever Trump supporter, we banging. Don't support that dude.
I went through my I hate Trump phase too.
Oh, phase.
it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle.
On God.
I'm playing. That's
the poor and the Trumpless.
You know what made me go back to supporting Trump? I heard Joe Biden speak. I heard Joe Biden give a speech.
Bro, do not hold on. So we're not getting too off topic, but at the same time, you said because you heard Joe Biden speak.
Yeah.
Have you heard Donald J. Trump put any fucking cognitive sentence together that was not force-fed to him by a teleprompter? It was really, it's a really good deal. It's going to be the best deal. I can assure you that it's a good deal for America.
Okay.
Like, yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
The weave?
Man, there's no way you think Joe Biden's a good speaker than Donald Trump. No way.
I do understand that you think there's a couple instances, and I can agree that he was not perfect. But like, you cannot sit there and act like the way that Joe spoke is the reason that you went back to Trump when you can watch everything he's ever done, and it sounds just like a snip of what I just fucking did with a couple of words.
So I've been meaning to ask you this question. You supported Sleepy Joe?
Not really. I kind of opted out of the two of those. I was never in agreement with either of them, and I voted third party on all that.
You voted for who?
Third party.
Third party.
He always says he has some.
I thought he said Kamala. Whew.
Honestly, do I feel like Kamala would have been better? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I can't answer that. We never know. Maybe we do need a female president. I always said that.
Look, you guys might have been 100% right. If I vote for Kamala, then we might have higher groceries, higher gas prices, and I'd be really upset at the government. You damn right. I voted for Kamala, and guess what? Higher gas prices, higher groceries, and I'm upset at the government. You get the joke on that one?
I always says when it comes to a female, and I guess this is just my prior, is like I just want a military minded, you know what I'm saying? And when I say minded, you know, I don't care, a couple of years, 4 or 5 years in the military, at least have that strength of, you know what I'm saying, understand what it is out there in these wars, in those conditions, because of foreign policies is the most thing that can really embarrass us as an American when you're on that big stage, not knowing foreign policy. And you know what I'm saying, I feel like, and it's just a feeling because I don't know, but I definitely gonna believe that people are definitely gonna try to get a female on that gotcha moment.
I, as a woman, do not think a woman should be president.
I think that there's many factors to that. Do I think that
if we're talking about an older woman, she's menopausal. Not great.
Old men are senile.
I mean,
you know,
kind of true, but
menopause kick in at what time?
It depends on the person.
Okay.
Some people start menopause early, some people go later.
So is
normally it's around like 30
or between
35.
It's not a good thing. They're hormonal. Or they don't have hormones and they're on hormone pills, so they're hormonal. That's not smart.
So what you're saying is a hormonal person is not fit to be president
No.
because of.
Emotions.
So you don't think men have hormonal moments? Look at Bill Clinton with Monica
Hey,
Lewinsky.
yo,
You don't think that was hormonal?
he had a young secretary in front of him, and he was getting some rain, bro.
And I'm hormonal like a motherfucker.
No matter how much you point at that, though, like he didn't really do stuff. It was his wife. Most of the time, she was doing the shit. He was just the face and held the fucking decisions. Like that's pretty much it.
That's what they say about every president. They're just the face of whatever.
No. Like you could tell, like Hillary had a lot to do with the shit that was going on. It was very well known. Like she had always been in government. She was always behind him. She always helped influence decisions and talking through things when like
but
she sure about stuff.
She wasn't in government when she was in the first lady. She became in government after that, right?
She was in power. She was in
No.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Before the Obama, she was in office.
Right, but I'm saying before Obama. She was like the bridge from.
Okay, Google.
Oh, you talking about that before Clinton? Was she?
Yeah.
Prior to holding a major position in office,
she
what
was.
did Hillary Clinton do?
Because
she went to Secretary of State.
It was her. It was basically her donors that what got him.
Hillary Clinton built a career in law and advocacy. Most notably, she served as a staff attorney for the House Judiciary Committee during the Watergate impeachment inquiry in 1974. Her other significant early roles included Children's Defense Fund, served as a staff attorney, and eventually chaired the board, focusing on children's rights and education.
So, did you guys hear that? Before her time as a senator and secretary of state, Hillary Clinton built a career in law and advocacy. And she was a part of the staff that was on the House of Judiciary Committee during the Watergate impeachment inquiry in 1974. So she had plenty of stuff she was doing before
74. Cause I was gonna say, just find out the first year she ever got into politics or she ever touched anything. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like that'd be a conflict of interest for the president to have his wife to be whatever from whatever.
Somebody.
Yeah, it can't be
from what I've learned with her specifically was that Bill Clinton was supposed to be her way to the White House.
I agree. Now he said that. Doc said that, and I agree with that. But I just thought I didn't think they allowed that. Like
how?
They had no choice. He had all the power.
Politics.
She was his wife. They can't separate the two.
I mean, scratch the record. Scratch what Bill Clinton did. Just go off this base. I did 8 years and I did a decent job. I did a good job. You know what I'm saying? Hey, here's my wife who stood by my side, who actually has more history in the politics than me, who can put a good campaign on, who can raise money, who's good with foreign domestic violence, because yet again, think about what she did with the Obama, so we're going to add that in there too. You know what I'm saying? I got all this. Yeah, she sounds like she should be a good candidate, shoe-in for the position.
Listen, when she ran, I supported her. That was Trump first time running, right? That was my first year out here. I'm on the strip watching the whole thing. I'm mad Trump is winning. I am pissed off. Like, damn, Hillary, man, we had this Hillary. So I used to support them, and I was a Democrat I was retarded. I was a Democrat for a little bit.
You're an idiot.
So no, I understand it. And I think we should experience a female president. I ain't saying that just to get them out the way. But
I just think that there's
give me Hillary over Kamala, though.
A right time and a right person based off experience and understanding.
No.
But
they're both awful.
Give me Kamala over Hillary.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna retract that.
Give me Kamala over Hillary. At least I know I can get away with food stamps.
What?
At least I know I can get away with food stamps under Kamala.
Just don't sell them, man. You're always going to jail.
Oh, dude, they cracking down, dude. It's fucking crazy. Motherfuckers here in Ohio are getting caught because they're selling them to people out of state. They're stupid as shit. Like you should
Why
never
would
sell it
you-
anyway, but like why are you selling it to people out of
How?
state?
I'm just
You get-
what I'm gonna get. Oh, well, I'm gonna give you the 16 numbers and the pin number.
Yeah,
You can
give them
definitely
the,
see,
apparently
yeah.
they give them the
And I
pin
hate
and
to
stuff.
say, and you can do that definitely in California because California is definitely a state you do not need the card to swipe. All you can do if you can them 16
You
numbers.
can
and
do
then-
online grocery shopping and it pays for the delivery too.
Well, you can do that with Walmart.
Yeah.
I didn't think that
Yeah.
because I don't online grocery shop.
Listen,
I don't think
There's
about
all
that
kinds of
stuff.
stuff, dude. They've been commenting, and people are like giving more and more ideas, and like me and my wife are seeing it pop up like crazy because we're in Ohio. It's fucking nuts.
In real life, let's know how if you go to if you go to shop on Walmart.com, credit card, debit card, food stamps. I mean,
Yep.
because that's my sister, she a truck driver.
We don't tend to do delivery here. If we do anything like that, sometimes we'll do it like when we're in Coshocton. We'll have some stuff delivered to like one of her family members' houses so we can do like a cookout or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the jury, if they gave you $3,000 to turn in everybody that was selling food stamps,
I have about $9,000.
Oh damn!
I
Man
have
said, "I am the furriest of furry
about
rats,
I have about
bro."
$9,000. No, me. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, man. Easy $9,000.
but understand. Okay, so let me go deeper because $9,000. Okay, cool. And I'm not asking everybody else to understand because I get it. I understand.
Some people are hurting for money, I guess.
Understandable that you cannot go in the past because some people are like, damn, if you because some people gonna rat people out because of saying circumstances and situation. Understandable, but you cannot bring up the past.
Oh, you can't go in the past and
No.
say he sold them to. That's cool.
Because what evidence would you have of that?
Oh, that's cool too. Still have $9,000 because I know people that
Still
sell
don't-
them to this day. So their ass is going to jail.
So if they advertise that, hey, my name is what you call it, and of this state, I denounce selling food stamps. If you see somebody fail stamps, please call this 1-800-9 and receive $3,000 a piece. That motherfucker gonna be off the chain
Damn,
ringing.
me.
But are you gonna be one of the candidates to be started turning in people?
Who? Me? All right, $9,000. $9,000.
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
$9,000. Let them niggas go over there.
Hey, look, you might have $9,000, but I know some homies that could also use that $9,000.
$12,000 now. $12,000.
Oh, they don't have to sell food stamps. They're pretty good with computers. They just make it look like you did. Then they gotta have $12,000.
Make it look like I did what?
Sold food stamps.
Make it look like it, prove it.
Please prove it.
Because yet again, show me at the grocery shop, show me online, actually coming from my phone, from one of my technologies
Right.
and those stuff. And
Show me going up there applying for it and receiving.
Oh, you don't have to receive the food stamps. You can have purchased them, and that's pretty easy
can
to
purchase
like. That's pretty easy to
So
hack and make receipts and
we
set
get
stuff up and
$3,000 for knowing somebody who's purchased food stamps.
as well because
I
it's still
didn't
it's
say that.
illegal to buy, sell, purchase, or distribute.
Purchase people. I mean, because technically, the person that's purchasing is getting locked up. So should you get paid for that person too?
Buying, selling,
I ain't
or
gonna lie to you.
distributing in
I ain't
any
gonna lie
way.
to you. I'm thinking like the government, and I'm gonna say,
Right.
yeah. I'm gonna be a little asshole. I'm saying no. But the people that are selling, because yet again, I'm getting the person that's buying them. He definitely getting what? Probably the minimum 5 years. You're probably getting some shit like that. I'm just guessing. I don't.
It's a federal offense, 20.
Like I said, I didn't know. So your minimum you're getting is 20 years. Okay. I'm not
Oh
sure.
no, you know what?
I'm not sure. If somebody want to fact check me on that, I get it. But
I'm pretty sure it
what
is, but I'll double check.
I'm gonna have to retract my statement then. I'm cool, man. Because 20 years is a long time for a motherfucker to think about come getting me. Just for some food stamps.
I mean, hopefully that you don't get. I mean, in your defense, don't get nobody young. I hope that you in your like 60s.
And that's not even counting that, like, you have already
that's a
said
min-
now
but
on
he
the
said
podcast
minimum.
that you've known for a long time that they've done it and haven't turned them in prior. And now that there's a
Yeah.
reward,
How would you know that? I can just be
you
walking
said
down.
it.
I'm talking about. We talking about with this. How would you know that I've known him? I could just be going to the grocery store waiting on somebody to say food stamps. You know what I'm saying? We
Well,
don't know
no,
that.
I was just going off of what we had because you had said that you knew for a long time. So if you've known for a
I
long
never said
time,
that.
yes, you did.
When I
You
said
said a little while ago when we first started the conversation, you said you've known people that's been selling the shit forever, and it's still
No,
to
he
this
said
day.
people that he know.
that. Right, but he's already established that we can't go back in the past.
I know,
He
but then
just
you
said
also
that.
said it as well that you know people to this day. So you have both bits of information where you know somebody currently and you've known somebody in the past who have done it. And it's all on live video here on the internet that never gets deleted.
But it's not against the law for him to know.
If you have prior information and don't actually like turn somebody in, yes, you can be in trouble for that. If you then collect a reward, they can get rid of the reward for you.
I love the shit out you, Doc. Cause
Why they also preface with has to lead to an arrest.
if somebody please do the honor of asking Gemini the proper question to see, because I need to know the answer to this. And I don't even know how to ask it.
Wait,
But I need to know.
which question? Are we talking about the minimum?
Hey, I'm ready.
Huh?
Are we talking about the minimum?
No, we're talking about the fact that if I know of a crime,
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, I see what you're saying.
so you know how to ask the right question. Because right now,
Give me like 5 seconds real quick to kind of think of how to word
Right.
because I know what you're talking about now.
yeah, because I need to know this one. I can't let this one pass.
I mean,
Woo!
I don't know. Logically,
Woo!
that don't seem like a crime.
Technically, if you know a crime has been committed, you are supposed to report it.
Correct. That's what I'm going off of. Is that's technically the law.
But how?
That's technically the law. If somebody gets
Right.
if you're in if you watch somebody flip their car 3 times and
It's not a crime.
that is a crime if they're intoxicated and driving.
Okay.
This happened to me in real life. We were the first on scene to see the girl flip her car, so we had to stay. I'm like, we need to get out of here. My friend's like, we're the first on scene, we got to stay. So, in all due reality, if you witness a crime being committed, you're supposed to report it.
I think that's a morality thing. Morally, yeah, but I don't think
That is the law. I thought.
But if I witness a crime and I get up out of there, how would anybody know I witnessed a crime?
I'm not asking that question on
Are-
any device.
Are you ready to ask that question, Doc?
I mean, I was kind of listening to Nene. So, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
If I have prior information of a crime being committed, but I do not tell anybody until after a reward is posted, are there consequences or repercussions for doing so?
That's a tricky situation. Generally, in a lot of places, there isn't a legal obligation to report a crime before it happens, but afterward, if you actively do something to hide the crime or protect the person doing it, you could face charges as an accessory. Now, waiting for the reward to be posted probably wouldn't be a
So it's not a crime, and unless you hide or
Evidence.
yeah. So no, if I know something, it's not a crime. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to know. Keep it to yourself. Don't bring it back home. Simple.
Simple, true indeed. It sounds very simple, sounds very easy, sounds very, but you know, what is the conscience of I got to tell?
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
What is that? I just gotta let somebody know.
That's moral. Like
That's your conscience.
that's your conscience, but it depends on what it is.
Okay, what's the definition of it? Go
KP,
ahead.
I'm gonna go. I gotta go ahead and get out of here, brother. It's fucking late.
All
I
right, Cap.
apologize, y'all, but I gotta get up early.
All right.
You guys have a good rest of your night.
You too.
Good night, Kapeash.
Goodnght Kapeash. So
what did you say if no, say it again.
So, what is that I gotta tell? Do I gotta, for an example, I know a person that got a plant of weed. I just gotta.
Okay.
I know a person that got a plant of weed, right?
Mhm.
And I go and I take the plant of weed. Y'all don't know nothing about it, right? But I gotta tell, or I
Hell
gotta
no.
post, or I
Keep
gotta
that shit away from
no.
Hell.
I get it, but yet again, it's the thing that itches people to like. I got to express. I got to tell. I have to do these sorts of things.
So are you not allowed to have a plant in Nevada?
No, I just gave that for an example.
Oh, I'm confused because I know.
No,
He
it's just like
basically said
it's
he-
just like saying I robbed a bank and I got away.
No.
But yet again, I gotta tell somebody. Why do I have to always tell?
You don't. Keep it to yourself.
Listen, because you're messing up the whole my questionnaire. Of course, we don't want nobody to tell, but why do people feel like they have to tell? What is that?
It's the
A guilty
moral
conscience.
conscience.
Is that moral conscience?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a guilty conscience.
Should never tell a soul, right? Keep it to yourself. Don't bring it home. That's what I'm saying.
I get that, but why do people want to tell? What makes them tell? Huh? Yeah. Okay. So
I don't know what make people want to say. All I can think of is guilty conscience or reward or whatever. But that's about it.
So in the case of like,
and that ain't like I used to sell drugs, and after I sell a drug, I'm like, oh, I gotta call the police on myself.
So in this case of what we're talking about, like we just proved to ourselves, knowing something and not telling is not a crime. Oh my God, I can't wait to clip that one because
you're gonna have to go back to that.
No, it's gonna be easily clipped. Trust me.
No, I mean,
I know AI gonna love clipping that one. Because once he said that, I was like, nah.
No, that's what I mean is that's one of those things where he be contradicting something he said previously.
Like,
no, but like the term how he said it, how he used it.
Yeah. So for the $3,000, if I'm getting $3,000 and I ain't gonna lie to you, I couldn't comment like I wanted to. I wanted to, but I was waiting for the good timing. I'm snitching on everybody. I'm video recording. I'm AI generating. I'm doing I'm retiring in this field.
And what the angle I was gonna go with him was like how he said, I know somebody that can make it look like he said he knew somebody that can make it look like I
do from computerized.
But this is what
so
people
basically he admitted
that.
to committing a crime.
But what people fail to realize with that, you have to have an IP address. The IP address is what links you to the computer. So if you don't have the right IP address,
regardless of that,
but he's saying
he's admitting to committing a crime, admitting to knowing somebody that does crimes, basically contradicting what he's saying.
Yeah.
Clipped for you, they said. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Because he said, I know somebody that can make
it. I need that highlighted. That's dope. And you are 100% correct. He was just gonna get a person like me locked up for the simple fact of knowing that I know somebody that's selling food
stamps. He's gonna have somebody do something.
And he was gonna have somebody that was gonna hack into my life
and make an innocent person go to jail.
And make UK back.
Man,
Guilty.
guilty. Like you throw away the key.
That was too. Sheesh. You gotta watch who's close to you. Do have to watch what you say.
And who you have close to. That is
Yeah.
a freaking fact.
Man, look, you heard him, so he's gonna get me locked up. He's gonna fabricate things. That's that democratic way of thinking, boy. That's the democratic way of thinking, Snow.
Just like I keep want to bring up.
That is true.
I keep want to bring up Mr. Stephen A. Smith for the simple fact that I do believe that he's going to bring a element to the Democratic Party that they ain't seen before. Because my reporter, my info just gave me some numbers of who's leading the that party, and Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints of Jehovah.
Who's leading it?
AOC.
God, please no. I cannot.
Look, AOC.
And my report of that came from me from yesterday. And CNN reported this. So it's not like he's, you know what I'm saying? So let me rephrase that. CNN is reported that, yeah, she is leading in the candidacy.
I wouldn't be mad.
But yet again, I don't know if people know, but I know this for a fact. You could put AOC up and get Stephen A. Smith, it'll ruin her campaign. Just in the primaries alone, it's going to ruin her campaign. Because yet again, that's one thing Stephen A. Smith got over all politicians is debating.
Yeah.
He got
that. He got that. But the only thing that I think will mess Stephen A. up is that other politicians will almost kind of look at him like, stay in your lane. And they will do whatever to push AOC in front of him. That's the only reason I can, because he got a following.
Y'all, it's the stage. It's a stage. How many bad actors that are supposed to be a bad actors even turn out killing a show, killing a movie? Just simple movie that y'all know of, that y'all seen. A movie that you like, he was not it, but he turned out being it.
I understand. I get it. But I think it's deeper than rap with this, because it's politics, and it's like, for example, you've been doing this, politician. You've been doing this.
Okay.
And now I just come from something else.
He was a bartender. Not to throw nobody in the sleeve. He was a bartender. You came to this to a senator.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith coming from
Stephen
sports.
A. Smith Stephen A. Smith come from sports, but yet again, people that's in the politics world, true politicians, yeah. Middle people politicians understand that Stephen A. Smith may stay in lane, but yet again, you got people that's in that field that's gonna school you. Not like you ain't gonna do your homework. You're doing your homework live in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
If that ain't fucking campaigning, y'all, okay, I hate to say it like this, but everybody right now is taking the book out of Trump's campaign of what he did his first term.
I give you that. There is, which is a good recipe, because he obviously
it's the new age campaign.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, baby, but there's a lot of people that's under my baby's influence. Fuck politics. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. And
I don't feel that way.
I'm just saying. Just listen, under your umbrella, meaning broaden up the category. A lot of y'all just don't care, you know what I'm saying? It's not of interest.
Because honestly, I think that it's rigged either way. So to me, it doesn't matter.
Okay, now
it doesn't matter.
I agree.
If it was rigged, if everybody's so called,
it is though, because from
hold
experience, I can say that.
Let me ask. If it was so rigged and so many people hate this person, I just discredit Trump. How is he still in office?
Okay, well, here's my thing. My thing is I voted for Trump both times. And did my vote count? No, because mind you, I'm registered to vote, but somehow my name was wrong. First time. Second time, there was an issue with my ballot. It's rigged. I don't care what anybody says.
That right there is and I hate to say it, that's a state problem. That's your local election board.
2 different states.
2 different states is like I said. Think about it. What's been going on? What's been reported? I don't know how people see it, but yet again, during the pandemic, Trump supporters were saying that. Right now, Democrat supporters are saying the same exact thing that Trump supporters were saying during the pandemic. It's rigged, and they saying it's already rigged because the man jury. So right now, and you know what feels so comfortable right now? It's not to being a supporter to where I can sit in the middle and say, well, this happened over here, that happened over there. I can actually sit here in the middle and say, listen, here, the next 2028, I just need a good candidate.
I don't want a bartender though. Either.
You don't want a tea patty?
I would take a bartender.
Huh?
Give me a bartender.
You take a bartender or a librarian?
I'll take a librarian too. Either one. As long as
you
was in America.
I want book smart.
As long as you was in America.
And I don't want one of these people from the West Coast because I'm sorry. I've seen what they've done.
But why are the Democrats saying it's rigged now?
Because they always say
Jerry better in the states, which Texas and California. Jerry better was put in place to give the Black community the voice to vote. Okay.
So you said Jerry?
Jerry Better.
My brain instantly went to Black Jerry. I'm sorry. Black Jerry.
Man, we got to go visit him. I just did an interview. You, if anybody
but shouldn't Democrats be happy? Trump only got what? 2 more years, right? A year and a half?
Let me state this for the record, because I'm just only reason I'm doing this because I'm calling him out of it because he scalded me on it, and I'm using that very strongly because that's what he did. But let some people say that he's not even going to be, well, let Doc say it only because it's in one of my shows. Doc said that yet again.
He's not going to make it
to the midterms.
I remember that.
Okay.
Why wouldn't he though? He the president. Joe Biden made it all, unfortunately, 4 years.
Okay, what that say?
What's your opinion on all of this distraction techniques they be using nowadays? Files, releases, etc. JFK, UFOs, whatever.
To be honest with you, with the UFOs, I don't believe in it at all. UFOs do not exist. You cannot explain to me that there is a universe light years away, and I gotta give out 10 light years away, out there chilling, better living than us, and they want to come watch us like 3D TV. Like we're so vivid that we want to see y'all, that we want to conquer y'all. And there's how many other planets in the solar system? You want to come here?
I've always had the question though.
What?
When you say 10 light years, is that a measurement of distance or time?
Light years is the distance. Okay. And they put, well, technically it's cow pow. Because distance and time is how long it takes to get there. A light year away is so-called the fast of light travel.
So So if it's 10 light years away and that's a measurement of distance, how long would it take me to get there?
I'm not that smart.
Well, this is how I feel. I'm going to use Nick's.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead, baby.
I'm going to use Nick's favorite saying. I think it's just propaganda. Because I do. I think
I agree, but I just want to know this for the people.
How long is a light year?
A light year isn't actually about time. It's a measure of distance, how far light travels in 1 year. Light moves really fast, so it ends up being about 9 trillion kilometers, or nearly 6 trillion miles.
So
yet again, I was right. Don't ask me how I was right, dog. I know this stuff. I can't believe I knew that shit. That shocked the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, no, because you ain't. I hate to say, but you're not dumb. So logically, your brain went to what
logically
sense.
makes sense.
Okay, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But then when I start debating people, and they can't
because the reason why is because man technically is not supposed to be able to move that fast.
I don't think we can.
unless you're the Flash.
Unless you're the Flash, or if anybody remember Star Trek when they went into warp drive.
I haven't seen them in years.
But do you remember it a little bit? Okay. I'm just gonna show you a small little clip after the show, just so you can see, like, okay, that's what warp drive was. It's when the thing went from, you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, right? When they went from one galaxy to another, just like that's technically warp drive. Okay, that's telling the engines to go faster than norm.
Did we go on the moon for real? We just talked about this the other day.
Did we go on the moon? No. And all you got to do technically, and YouTube don't hit me with none of that stuff. I mean, just follow the money. If money, them going around the moon and conquering how it did, and if it was such a success, how it's supposed to be, yeah, we would have seen investors invested in NASA. Okay. One of the odd billionaires would have came out of nowhere and would have started investing. You would have seen the stock market would have changed. Now, once we actually, and then yet again, for conspiracy theories only, let me just end it like this and say it like this: for conspiracy theories only, to land on the moon and to turn that camera around to show you Earth exactly would prove a religion wrong or right. And if that ever happens, that would make something more dominant than the other.
Yeah, that's true.
And right now, if you look up who's dominant as far as religion, I don't think they want to give up that power. I'm not pointing at nobody. I'm not saying nobody, but do your own small research of who's in that certain power. And if they figure, if one book is the truth, that puts everything else to what?
Rest.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime that you're watching this. I appreciate this. And with that, I would like to say, good night, Kapeash.
This motherfucker is locked.
Talking, I'm in love, but I'm in the voice.